Welcome to this Masterclass. In this video, we will start by setting up TestMonitor. We finished the first and second part of the Masterclass in the previous videos. In this video, I will focus on setting up your first project. In this video, I'll explain some important parts of TestMonitor. We start with project and user management. Then, we'll walk through the security features of TestMonitor. TestMonitor has several ready-made integrations. I'll demonstrate the integration with Jira. Finally, I'll show you the available reports in TestMonitor. A project contains everything from requirements to issues scoped towards a specific product or goal. A project is your starting point in TestMonitor. By scoping your test data, you can clearly work towards a project goal, along with your project stakeholders within a certain period of time. Stakeholders are project members that share the same project view. Project members have one or more roles for each project. For example, Jason can be authorized as a tester in Project A, while he can be authorized as an auditor on Project B. Let's talk about the topic security. We take security very seriously and keep TestMonitor updated at all times to avoid security breaches. But it doesn't end there. You can make sure your TestMonitor environment is kept safe by using the built-in security features. Let's walk through some of them. Authentication. Users need a valid email address to log in. Passwords must comply with validation rules to avoid brute force or dictionary attacks. A password must consist of at least 8 characters, 1 capital, 1 lowercase letter, and 1 special character. For example, an exclamation mark. Single sign-on, or SSO, is an authentication method that enables users to securely authenticate with multiple applications and websites by using just one set of credentials. For example, using your account at Microsoft or Google. Two-factor authentication provides an extra layer of security to your account to prevent someone from logging in. In order to use 2FA, you'll need an authenticator app on your smartphone, which are freely available in your phone's app store. Authorization. When managing users, you can either create them as an administrator or not. Administrators have full access to TestMonitor, including the billing section, project management, and the user overview. Project members have specific roles for each project. Using these roles, you can enforce user permissions. These permissions allow you to define specific access parameters for each part of TestMonitor. For example, a role can include the Create Test Case permission, which allows a user to create test cases. Auditing. All user activities are logged in the audit log, which tracks all the user's activities. For example, it allows to see who created a test case and at what time. The username, time, browser, operating system, and IP address are logged. The audit trail offers a step-by-step list of activities, which provides evidence of history. Now that we've covered authentication, authorization, and auditing, let's move on to integrating TestMonitor with other applications. In case you are using a bug tracker, for example, it may be useful to integrate your TestMonitor project via one of our built-in integrations. In this overview, you see all of our supported integrations. In addition to the integrations you see on this page, you can also connect TestMonitor to over 2,000 applications through the Zapier platform. You can find more information about this in our knowledge base. In other TestMonitor Explains videos, we will demonstrate several integrations. Feel free to watch these videos to become even more knowledgeable about integrations. And now, we will start reporting within TestMonitor. First, let's rewind to the 6 stages of TestMonitor. As explained in part 2 of this masterclass, TestMonitor has 6 stages. If you haven't seen this video yet, I really encourage you to watch part 2 first. Reports play a central role in our 6 stages concept. Report data is gathered from each stage to present testing outcomes and progress. For example, the requirement coverage report will tell you about the status of each of your requirements gathered in the first stage. This is combined with the information gathered in Stage 4 to present a way to see which requirement passes and which fails. Now, I will introduce you to 3 different types of reports that we provide in TestMonitor: summary reports, coverage reports, and traceability matrices. This slide contains the report overview, which shows a selection of reports. I'm going to walk through a summary report, coverage report, and traceability matrix and explain the purpose of each one of them. You might want to check out our knowledge base for more detail on every report. First of all, the summaries. Our summary reports provide a high-level overview of your project in TestMonitor. The first report is the project summary. The second is the milestone summary, which focuses on a single milestone within your project. The last report you see here on the slide is the issue summary. This report summarizes the status, progress, averages, and forecasts for all issues in the project. As throughout TestMonitor, you can refine these reports by using the filters. In addition, you can change the chart type for the individual graphs, hide certain graphs, and rearrange graphs all to your specific preference. Coverage reports tell you which of your test cases have supplied with a test result and which ones don't. We have coverage reports for requirements, risks, and applications. For example, the requirement coverage shows all requirements defined within the project, along with the associated test case count for each requirement. The report also calculates an outcome for each requirement based on its test results. In addition, you can also see the number of related issues and their status for each requirement. Again, using the filter options allow you to scope on specific types of requirements or requirement tags. Once your report has been customized to your liking, you can share it using the Share button in the top right. Now, we move on to the traceability matrices. The traceability matrix reveals the relationships between test cases and, for example, requirements. The vertical axis shows all requirements, risks, or applications defined, and the horizontal axis shows all test cases. For each test case, you can see whether it is related to a requirement, whether the test case has been tested, and what the latest outcome is. In this example, you can see that test cases TC154 to TC158 are all related to requirement RQ15, but don't have any test results yet. Make sure to stay in touch and subscribe. Please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and enabling notifications for future video updates. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to watch our other videos to become even more knowledgeable about TestMonitor.